Black male is being followed by a group of white people in a community. Very scary thing here. Check it out.
What's going on, buddy?
Nigga done brought a
team
out here.
Obviously, he doesn't live here.
The reason why I asked you to live here is a private community, so if you don't live here, you need to leave. So if you live here, you're visiting a friend, that's fine, just let us know, because you get neighbors concerned since you're walking around my house. I'm not walking around your house. Hold on, Steve. You've been past my house 4 times, I don't know you, I've never seen you here before, and you're walking past my house over and over again. So if you live here or you have a friend you're visiting here, that's fine.
I'm not in front of your house.
You're actually following me.
You went up the wrong way. We're just asking a question. You live out here?
I'm a part of the neighborhood.
You're part of the neighborhood? Does that mean you live here? It's simple.
Like, bro, what?
I'm asking a question. You live here? You went up to my wife.
Bro, I didn't go up to your wife, bro. I don't know who you're talking about. For real. And I think I can walk around my neighborhood.
If you live here, yeah. So you live here.
Like,
You live here?
you gonna keep asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. This man following me. This is harassment, right?
You haven't answered yet.
That's harassment, right? That's harassment, right?
I think what you did to my wife, yes.
Look. You followed it. You read it up.
Now, YouTube family, one of the terrorists is Geffrey Gardner. We found him already, and he deleted his LinkedIn because, like most of the terrorists, they only hide behind the scenes and show their so-called bravado of anger. Now, the other beast that we found was Stephen Carega. Now, this guy, he tried to hide, but he was easy to find. In fact, some people even spoke to his wife. Now, before we get to you guys of talking to the wife, let's show one last dude who I think someone sent me his name. I didn't get to attach it, but this is the other one who said he did something to my wife. Now, I don't have to answer why we're walking in a neighborhood, but if you guys don't know, Hurricane Milton was there, and if you're in Florida, we like coming outside after having no power. Check this update.
Good afternoon. This is Sandra Tapfumene. I'm the Chief of Emergency Management for Sarasota County. We are here. It is Monday afternoon on October 14th with a few updates for you on our recovery efforts from Hurricane Milton. So today we have opened our Disaster Recovery Center. This is, if you remember, we've had now a Disaster Recovery Center down at the Ashton Road Sarasota Christian Church. It is relocating to this new address. Lastly, just wanted to give a report that we are under 29,000 now without power. FPL has been working hard to get all the power back up and running. I know it's frustrating if you're one of those that are still waiting, but they did tell us that we should be down to 95% of the way there by tomorrow. So that's great news, and we will.
Now, this is the guy who exposed everything. Go follow him. Now, listen to what he has to say about Carega. Why?
I have an update on the neighborhood creepers in Sarasota, Florida. Someone spoke to his wife and asked them, why did your husband feel the need for a gun? Reasonable question. That was very terrifying. And Regina responds and said, first of all, with their baby, owns no gun. He approached her and asked if she has a man. She thought a meal and said, yes, I am good. Do you have a meal? He laughed at her and said, no, I do. You have a man. And then said, I will be your man and I'll take care of you, and started walking towards her garage door. So he's laughing at her while he said that. So he's teasing her, okay? She got scared and ran inside and saying, no, I have a husband. Well, then later she told her husband what happened and followed him and started asking him questions and said, why? I get what she's trying to say. I swear to God, I thought I was having a stroke in the beginning of this. But she's saying that the young guy, during the hurricane, stayed at one of their neighbor's house. But what she doesn't understand is that he's staying with mom, not a neighbor. So that's a little confusing there. There's a little discrepancy there. Anyway, she said, whether it be a legal pepper spray, taser, or even a weapon like a gun, it's still outrageous that you were going to use it on a teen who was just walking. He wasn't doing anything that needed to be stopped or anything. You have many that entire video and everything you guys were doing in that video, you did that while already knowing he belongs there? Why were you asking him if he belongs there? Why did he have to keep repeating it? Why was it going on for 10 minutes? You already knew that. That's really concerning to me. That needed to now be stopped or anything. We have many young kids in the community. Everyone knows each other. It is a very multicultural community. He would not answer if he lived there or visiting family, just very arrogantly walking back and forth, and it escalated. No one was harassing him or said anything racial. Wait a minute. I thought you said you knew that he was staying there with a neighbor or something. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't know if he's visiting family or lived there? And again, why? Okay. She's saying no one doesn't have to answer to you. That's what the point we're trying to get across is, that you don't get to just police him. All of these adults don't get to just police him and ask him where he lives and where. Leave him alone. He's leaving you alone. Leave him alone. About the facts. And why did your husband feel the need for a gun? Is not harassment. That is not harassing your family. So,
now the Sarasota Police Department, that is, made an announcement only after there was backlash as to why didn't they do anything, because they were on the scene. Now you can pause and read this yourself. What's more disturbing is they were actually there and did not give guidance nor help, and they actually admitted he did nothing wrong. Now, as a black man who have family in Sarasota, Florida, due to my Tampa affiliations and living there, the video was very chilling to me because Stephen Carega and his gang of Klan members have made it unsafe. Now, what's weird is, why did Sarasota police initially refuse to investigate the case, and why social media and Reddit moderators are hiding this story from the public? Now, I did the homework for you guys to show you what Stephen Carega and his gang of Klan members did to this black young child is absolutely a crime in Florida. Pause this video and read these yourself, and look at, even on the website, you can see of the Florida statutes what it states here. And I looked at it over and over. Guys should have been arrested for doing what they did.
End quote. Once again, this is akin to what? Where your freedom papers? Where your freedom papers? What right do you have? Well, it's called the Constitution. You have the right of assembly. You have the right of movement, interstate movement, as well as a constitutional right. You have the right to be. You have the right to walk around communities. You have a right to be black. And they decided to engage this individual in a mob-like fashion, involve the police, who, once he noticed he was being recorded, decided to act prim and proper and say he's posing no threat. Okay. Well, why are you here then? Why'd you even come? Why'd you stop by? Right.
Now, this mother made a statement on the TikTok, and she says, I really need some help, TikTok. What you see here is my child being racially profiled and followed by 4 grown men, all because he was walking around our neighborhood. She emphasized our neighborhood. I guess we look like we don't belong in an upscale neighborhood, but here's a little backstory. The morning aftermath of Hurricane Milton, my son wanted to walk around the neighborhood to talk to his girlfriend on his phone, and because we don't have power, so his service was bad in the house, this is what we had to deal with. She states here, so let me make myself clear. Here are on a few things. This is my child. He is a teenage, 18. He's still my child. 2, he lives in the neighborhood. He effing belongs. 3, these people are trying to spin the narrative by saying he approached some woman and tried to enter her garage. And until, ladies and gentlemen, none of this is true. He spoke to a woman in passing. He was on the sidewalk. When he returned from walking around the block, her husband and way more Klan members were standing outside waiting on him to return. That is when my son decided to pull out his phone, because they will lynch him, because he felt unsafe at how many people were outside questioning him. Where you go, boy? Where's your freedom pass? On who he is and why he's there. Once upon a time, there was a black man whose name was Emmett Till. The woman that did the same crap in 1955 recently shared on her deathbed that she lied about this man hitting on her. Now Emmett Till is no longer here. What you see is a blueprint of exactly what happens to these black men that are no longer here. They are being preyed on by mobs of Stephen Carega and his clan members. People, they call their police friend to come and corner them once they have them in a helpless position. These men are uncivilized and can't tell their side of the story. Guys, let's get a quick summary of who Emmett Till was. You see this dangerous woman here? She got away with murder and America applauded her for it. Let's get into it.
All right, dramatic new information has emerged in the story of one of the nation's most notorious crimes, the murder of black teenager Emmett Till. In 1955, a 21-year-old white woman named Carolyn Bryant claimed that Till made sexual advances toward her. Now, that claim led to Till's kidnapping and death.
Historian Tim Tyson said the woman who made those accusations has broken her silence for the first time to recant her story. His new book, it's called The Blood of Emmett Till, examines Bryant's claims. It's published by Suman & Schuster, a division of CBS. Tim Tyson is a senior researcher scholar.
Now, before the video continues, I want you guys to know this guy, Timothy B. Tyson, is a deranged, not good individual. He knew about the lady lying about Emmett Till 10 years before it was released to the world. He kept it to himself so he can make money on Black History Month. These guys don't care about what happened to us. It's a money get along motive, and the family will speak out against this demon known as Timothy Tyson. Look at him.
And they were there, so they told us the truth. So we've always known that the woman lied. So that wasn't surprising to us. What was surprising was to hear that she came out and said that she lied. So that didn't surprise us. We didn't have the wow factor so much as the public. But what has angered the family more so than anything is that this author, Timothy Tyson, he received this information and withheld it from the Department of Justice and our family for 10 years.
Perjured herself, and I don't care if she's 82 years old or not. Shouldn't she go to jail?
Tom, I said the exact same thing over the weekend on social media, where I said that absolutely she should be charged with perjury, no doubt, because she lied on the witness stand. Now, whether or not they do that, we'll find out from the prosecutors. The story, I have to ask you, certainly for you as somebody who was with Emmett on that day, you also were with him at the store earlier, correct?
Yes.
What actually happened at that store?
At the store, when we arrived at the store, I went into the store and I was purchasing some things. And while I was in the store, Emmett came into the store. And I left Emmett there, and Simeon came right in behind me. Nothing happened at all while we were there in the store, not at all. He never said anything to her. He couldn't touch her because she's behind a counter, which is about 3 to 4 feet wide. So you can't reach over and touch her. They said they would.
It's 1991. What did you say? I said stop eyeballing that white woman. You better change your attitude. Man, why did you do that? What you talking about? Didn't your pappy teach you nothing about survival? You don't talk to the white man like that. Them people want to be right even when they're wrong.
Now, watching and understanding these racial divisions only occurred on one side. There has always been only one side who hated us. They claim we hate them when we call out their hatred for us. But never forget, there's been many Emmett Tills prior to Emmett Till and after Emmett Till. Now, this woman has been unleashed to go out and about her way while the mothers of these people die. Now, the killers themselves who admitted to killing Emmett Till and got away with it by the United States court system, this guy in 1992, Till Mobley, said how he was still mad at Emmett Till and happy that Emmett Till was dead. These people have always been nightmares amongst us. Never forget.
Well, a grand jury in Mississippi today declined to indict the white woman whose accusations set off the lynching of Emmett Till nearly 70 years ago. The prosecutor said the grand jury found insufficient evidence to charge Dunham.
Now, never forget, this monster terrorist, Carolyn, her husband and her husband's brother admitted to killing Emmett Till. The Department of Defense and the Justice, whatever you call them, they don't care about us. I'm here to tell you the truth. You better get hip to how they stick the code. Now, they lynched and killed a young teenager, and the world doesn't even look over. Now, did history keep repeating itself? Yes, it did. It repeats itself every day as people pretend we're the ones using a race card. We're the ones who are the professional victims, while they laugh away. Now, on the video we're covering, the young man's mom said this again, and you guys could read it yourself. So I'm gonna let you guys pause it and read it, but this shows you only receipt I use on this platform. We don't care about personal feelings.
You heading north? Nah, man, I believe this is southeast. Well, how far behind you is they? Who? The dogs. I don't hear the dogs. Man, what dogs, man? Is there something I can help you with? Because I'm on my way home, and, man, I am whipped. Oh, Lord, how many lashes they give you? Nah, man, I mean, I'm beat. Well, at least you still got your foot. Man, look, what is it that you want, man? I don't have any time for this. You must be one of them house niggas. Look, I'm just looking for my freedom. Freedom? Yes, sir. Well, where the hell you been, in the cave? Yes, sir, right back yonder. Oh, man, look, you must be from the South, man. Brothers up here don't act like that. No? Excuse me?
Well, move it. You're blocking the way.
I'm sorry, sir. We just mosey out your way. Man, what the hell is the matter with you?
I'm trying to jog, and you're blocking my way.
Yeah, well, next time, run around, jackass.
What?
Is you crazy, man? Is you crazy? You don't be talking to no white man like that. They want to be right even when they wrong. We are sorry, sir. We are sorry, sir. Don't mean to hurt you. We're sorry. He must got one of them, that colored fever going around. Boys, now feel it you up. Accept my apologies, please, sir.
Well, I'll accept yours.
Thank you.
But I don't like your friend's attitude.
You better check.
We've come up with another verb that we can add to the list of things that black men have gotten harassed or in some cases killed for doing. Driving, sleeping, listening to music, having a mental health crisis, and now walking. We've seen black men get harassed or killed or hurt doing all of those things. And I'm grateful that this young man here escaped with his life and was not physically harmed, because we should recognize that in Florida, there is a stand your ground law with no duty to retreat, meaning that that man who's been following him and harassing him could have pulled out a gun and killed this young man here and argued.
Actually, he did. So this man's name is Stephen Carega. He's all over social media. He actually did. You might have seen right in the video where he was walking and the guy jumps out and a neighbor stops him. He literally stops him. In fact, someone enhanced the video. Give me a second. So, yeah, he was going to shoot. He was going. So let's see here. Let me pull it back. So watch this. See right here. Come on. Come on, guys. You see this? So the neighbor right there. And so this guy, the neighbor in the green stopped him. He actually grabbed the gun.
Now, there was no need for any of this episode to happen. Honestly, this was about insecurities about the black man. See, he thought a black man talked to his wife, which infuriated him to enact an act of vengeance and violence amongst the people. These are the uncivilized people who claim to be civilized. Never forget anything about these group of people. They will hurt you if they have any chance to do so. Never forget about who they really are. You have to pay attention and be conscious to where you are.
He doesn't live here. This is our reality, Mustafa. You can't even be black and take a walk. This is South Africa. This is Elon Musk apartheid. Show your papers. Prove to us that you live here, because this is our neighborhood and we don't know you.
The fact we still need freedom papers is true.
Them dogs are a lot smaller than Pappy said they would. It's 1991. What did you say? I said stop eyeballing that white woman. Put your fancy clothes on. Man, you can have that if you so desire, brother. And this is 1991, man. All that handkerchief head stuff don't play up here. This is America. We are free. We can do what we want.
There he is, officer. That's the one.
We done brought the slave catchers on us. Well, feet don't fail me now. Man, be cool. Be cool, man. We haven't done anything wrong. Officer, I'm glad you're here, see, because...
All right, face down on the ground and put your hands behind your back.
Hey, now, wait a minute, wait a minute.
I said get down on your knees and get your hands behind your back.
I is down, sir. If I go any further, I'll be in China.
You have the right to remain silent.
Man, this is outrageous. We ain't mean no harm, Mr. Slave Master, sir.
You better shut up.
Yes, sir. Please don't beat me. Don't beat me. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen.
Hush up. I'm not talking to you. You're free to go.
I was free?
Yeah, keep moving.
Wait a minute, man. I think he's in the singing group or something, man. Yes, sir. I keep moving. That's a good idea. Freedom don't seem to last too long around here.
I guess when it's too hot in Florida, wear your hoods. This is part of the show where I give my commentary. Hit that like button, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're about to start the video right now. I love each and every single one of you guys. Don't let this hinder you from being great and who you're supposed to be. The prophecies have all prophesied about these in the scriptures. Read your Bible. So, as you guys can see the video, the young black gentleman was walking down the street in his neighborhood. Right after Hurricane Milton. He didn't have power or the proper, I guess, signals for his phone. So he takes a walk in his own neighborhood to speak to his girlfriend, because his mom made the statement out. Y'all seen everything I put in the front part of this video. The guy almost unfortunately lost his life because you had 4 Klan members who decided to go down the street and follow this man. Now, they pursued and followed him after one of the Klan member wife suggested that the guy did more than just walk down the street. He went in her neighborhood and he went in her garage and he tried to do something to her. You know, the Emmett Till syndrome. You know, white women in America, for some reason, they think men like us look at them like the standard. Now, mind I tell you, the only women that I'm attracted to, this is not no offense to nobody, are the beautiful melanated women whom the Most High has given me plenty plethora in the arsenals of beautiful melanated women to choose from. But for some reason, these Klan members think we're after their women like this is a minstrel show from 1905. we are the standard of beauty. But let me fast forward. But it's almost the same situation with my Colorado sports videos. There was Kansas State fans who took one of my videos saying Dylan Edwards is a do-boy. If you're from my community, a do-boy just means the dude that goes do everything for you. So they lied and changed the narrative and said I'm racist because I'm going at Dylan Edwards. And then they said I called Chris Kyman a slave master, which nothing happens. See, the most far out racist people in the world will use their own dynamics of narrative to change what you really are as a good individual, whatever, and they'll flip it and call you what they really are. And let me fast forward. So basically, these people from Kansas State started calling me the EBT baby. They started asking me questions like, can you show me a copy of your GED? All this. They might as well have said, do you eat fried chicken and watermelon, right? These are the group of people who claim not to be racist and who love saying you're using a race card. First of all, I'm not afraid of racist Klan members. Let's just get that out the way. I'm a United States veteran. I can go deeper than that. I've done the things that they claim we need to be good, outstanding Americans. My family gave back to this system, especially in the educational system. I grew up in the hood, but my kids grow up in the same suburbs that you seen that young man walking through. Now, luckily, my suburbs is majority well-to-do off melanated people. But the problem is, even some well-to-do off melanated people will look at me walking or my kids because we have long dreads, wigs, and locks in our hair. So this scares certain groups of people, specifically the ones you've seen in the video. Now, the lynch mob you've seen of 4 people was more than 4 people. These were 4 clan members, probably the Grand Wizards, but there were other people around them walking as well. There was like 13 people, a mob. A white mob was looking to lynch this young black man who was a teenager, walking around his neighborhood to talk to his girlfriend. You know, like what we tell young kids today, you guys need to get out the house more. Stop playing the video games, until you see the Grand Wizards walking by. It is dangerous to tell your kids to walk in their own neighborhood. I've been preaching this for a while. I don't have a professional victim mentality, but these dangerous, not just racist, because to be racist is to put your race first. So we're not going to even use racist. We're going to call them dangerous terrorists. These dangerous terrorists would not allow you to mind your own business and tend to what you got to tend to. They have this nightmare where the black guy's going to take my woman from me because they're insecurities for what God put in their pants. So I guess there's the size of what's down there in their pants. They contributed to us as this jealousy and envy that everybody wants their women. And let's just keep it real, what they really think. They think their women lust after us, which majority of them do. Now, just because your woman lusts after me, it doesn't mean I'm after your woman. I want your woman. She's not even a standard of beauty to me. You know what I mean? But in their minds, through their movies, through their propagandas, we're some untamed animals who are just looking for white women at all costs. We're willing to crash out to get their women. Even though throughout history, they're willing to crash out to get our women. What they've done to our women through the shackles, what they've done to our women while our women have been pregnant. You don't want to talk about gator bait. I have to watch my words because this is still YouTube. YouTube will allow some of the most evilest terrorists that these guys are to attack us, and YouTube was doing nothing about it. But if I go more deeper on how I really want to go deeper on, YouTube will get mad at me, and that's on any social media platform. So if you see me changing words or whatever, when I say Mayo Nation or Negrumps Nation, that's for the algorithm. Now, to the white people who love saying, you're using the race card, you are the most dangerous human being that anybody could be around. I teach my kids and other black people that when you see anybody who's white, who loves saying we're using a race card, 9 times out of 10, this is the most dangerous monster you'll ever go around. Get away from them as far as you can. These people are dangerous. They are terrorizing people at all costs, even if it's through a weapon or if it's through typing crazy on social media. Social media was a place for them to live. I hope people know this. All these creators at Apple Valley in California, they created these social media platforms so other terrorists, such as the white ones, can live in freedoms and project their hatred towards you. That's why in every comment sections, 90% of it is white racism and terrorism towards black people. But the same group of white people who are terrorizing you, you'll see a white guy out. Like if I write a comment about the white guy terrorizing me, you'll see one of their constituents, he'll come in the comment section and be like, bro, why do you have to be racist? Remember, this white guy skipped past all his battle buddies, his own friends who wrote all these racist things towards us, the EBT babies, we're Section 8, we're roaches, we're trash. He skipped all that to go to us and be like, why did you call him racist? You're using the race card, because they stick the code, something that we don't do well at all. We have all these identities to continue to divide us furthermore. We don't get on code. We don't stick together. In fact, you'll have more people who claim, oh, they don't support black business and black people. But this same guy will go support a culture vulture. He'll go support somebody who hates him with all the vitriol that comes with that hate. And he'll look at me and call me, you complain too much, even though I'm sticking up for people like him. I'm no Martin Luther King. I'm no Malcolm X. That would be disrespectful to the actual melanated people who have given their life for this sole cause right here in order to be comfortable. But the truth is, there will not be change for the next 200 years. So because I know, like the scripture in the good book says, the Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth, this is something that's part of our generational curse. So because this is prophecy, I cannot remain silent and not let groups of people who look like me to know, beware of these terrorists. Now, that's not everybody. It's only the people who get mad at what we say. So if you see anybody mad at this video that I'm about to upload, 99%, these are the terrorists you have to look out for. In fact, they applaud their terrorists. When I see the Confederacy being awarded and applauded, wait a minute, they went up against the Republic that is known as the States of United States of America. The Confederates were terrorists who went up against it, but yet in your senates, in your politicians' offices, or even in a lot of schools, it's named after these Confederate terrorists. It's named after these Confederate family members and generals. It doesn't bother me any. I enjoy seeing them give praise to terrorists because I get to show my kind, look who these people really are. That's just factual. You will never see any other country that supports the rebellious terrorists who went up against their country. But it never was about the country. It's about you. Wake up. They have a deep hatred for you that goes deeply into their genetic makeup. I have nothing to do with that. In fact, I love everybody. The people that helps run my platform, as far as my moderators, a lot of them are white people, Asian people, Spanish people. We welcome everybody here. But if you call out the white terrorists, you're then for some reason the actual terrorists, the actual racists, which is by far a scary thing because these people hate you so much that you're not even allowed to call them out, or they get to deem you as the monster in the room when they're the actual monster under the beds that we have all been afraid of. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, they think if we call them out, we don't call out the black on black crimes that go on. As far as if I call this white terrorist a racist, now for some reason, I'm supporting a Pookie and Ray Ray robbing people and killing people in the hoods, when we definitely are tired of that too. But 1 and 2 are not the same. You know what I mean? We know who's not good in our neighborhoods, who's the monsters, but with them, they get to hide and blend into society. They get to show you the fake crocodile smiles. So this video showed us what we need to know. But what do we know already? It's getting to the point, when are you going to actually say something about it? Or will you keep sweeping it under the rug like most America and people around the world and claim we're using the race card? I'm a conservative black man. There is nothing professional victim about me. If you guys want to know the truth, then maybe I need to create a Patreon or something, because the truth is I welcome this behavior simply for the fact I don't want people who I love to think this is some heal the world moment, a Michael Jackson song, and we have hands united across America and this one big happy family. Now that will get the sheep slaughtered in the lamb house. You know what I mean? You need to see the visible truth without a doubt. That will awaken a group of people. Not this new I'm woke crap that's going on. No, awaken to your reality. Because if you are awakened to your reality, then change can come drastically quicker than what we expected. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an unfortunate situation for that young man. But I'm glad he has a bold spirit like me. But to be that young and for him to lose a young guy like that over nonsense, we have to start fighting back. My personal opinion. So are we going to continue being the victims who are crying about these things? Or will it be something that's done about it to defend ourselves? You know, like these founding fathers of America who proclaimed in these articles of declarations in your Constitution that we have a right. All men are created equal, but cool. Forget about all that nonsense because we know that's not true. But all men should have a right to defend themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, notice that the guy actually had a gun towards the dude, but we'll bring that up later. But look, love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Now do you guys understand why I say if the sky is blue, it's true? Don't tell me I'm using a race card. And now do you understand for the last how much years on YouTube, every single one of my video, I leave it off with love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. You're dealing with the most violent groups of people throughout history. They tell you it's you and I.
But the truth is, this group, through their lineage and history, are the most violent groups of people. They will destroy billions of people to get what they want at all costs or any cost. Never forget that.